Watching the natural world at Rocky Mountain National Park wake up is the way to start a perfect day in Estes Park. I could sure use a latte lift, and my favorite lattes in town are right here at Kind Coffee. May I please have an almond milk latte?
Hey, Jen.
Hey, how are you, Amy?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
The small tables across from the counter are the no-plug zone. They're perfect for reading the paper or having a quick chat over coffee. Since Amy and I are going to talk for a while, we head back into the gallery. It's also the perfect spot if you need to set up shop and work on your laptop.
Okay, so what's the trick to making the perfect latte like I have?
Oh, the perfect latte. Well, you have to start with good coffee, of course, but I think just wanting to make the perfect latte is what makes it that way. Like putting your heart into each cup, wanting the customer to look at it and go, that's exactly what I wanted.
Whether gabbing over breakfast or grabbing Java to go, Kind Coffee is a tourist and locals' favorite.
I know it's a huge tourist favorite, but it also seems like that locals really love this space.
I think they love the space, but I actually would attribute the staff. My employees are one of the reasons that people come here every day. They work really hard to make sure that people are getting a great experience.
As Amy and I catch up over coffee, I had to ask, why the name Kind?
We wanted it to say that the coffee was organic and that it was fair trade, that our business model has a green business model to it, so the product itself is a kind product. Then we also wanted to say, come and enjoy this space and have your own experience here, and that it would feel kind to be here.
If it's a nice day, take your coffee outside and get lost in a great book by the Big Thompson River.
Well, now that I have my latte lift, I'm ready to do some shopping. There are over 200 charming shops, unique boutiques, galleries, and also restaurants in downtown Estes Park. Liz and Joe's, this is a new one. I'm gonna go check it out.
Comfy yet chic, Liz and Joe's is my kind of boutique.
We specialize in having one-of-a-kind things, unique things that you won't see anyone else wearing. We like everyone to be really unique and find their own personal, sense of fashion.
Crimson and Clover out of Boulder, Hands to Heart out of Bali, and Free People's boutique-specific lines are just a few of Liz and Joe's trendy and fashion-forward lines. 20-somethings will find cool clothes, and 60-somethings will find chic pieces too.
We get women who come in right off of the hiking trail or right out of the yoga studio and I'm like, oh, I want this wrap. This looks great. I'm going to wear it the rest of the day. I'm going to go hiking this afternoon. I need a hat, And so we get all kinds of women, all age groups, things that really, are functional and cute.
You can even sip and shop with a nitro brew from Kind Coffee or a glass of wine from Snowy Peaks Winery.
We are so happy to be a tasting room location for Snowy Peaks Winery, which is also right here in town.
I love this cool partnership that goes on in this town where each locally owned business supports all the others.
We do. Well, we're a community and we support each other and all of our businesses need to thrive together and we're so happy to partner with them.
While I'm perusing the store, I have one burning question.
So in the name, I get where Liz comes from. That's you.
That's me.
Where does the Joes come from?
I have two brothers, John and Joseph. Both their names begin with a J-O, and so that's how it was born.
So Liz and Joe's.
Right.
Keeping it in the family.
Absolutely.
Time to head into the dressing room to find an outfit for this evening. I think this outfit is the winner for happy hour later. But before I head out, I'm going to grab a couple of gifts for friends and something for my home. They have such fun stuff at Liz and Joe's. And just like that, it's snowing. Weather changes quickly here in Estes Park. When the snow falls, it gets me in the holiday spirit. Let's go find some Christmas cheer in the Christmas shop. From whimsical to spiritual to special collectibles like the Fontanini old world sculptures from Italy, you can find everything you need to deck the halls of your home.
And so this is the Colorado section.
Oh, I just love it. It's a way that I can take home a piece of Estes Park.
Absolutely. A lot of people love it because it can be their souvenir and they see it every year, remember their visit, and we're glad they think of us.
Diane, these just seem kind of extra special.
They are, Jennifer. This is actually our Colorado cloisonne ornament that we had especially designed for our store. So we have a winter scene, a summer season, and a centennial piece. It's a series.
But I'm also drawn to these over here.
So these are painted on silk. This is one of our local artists. She loves to hike, and so she takes all her supplies with her and she paints her favorite scenes from where she hikes.
What about these?
These are actually our craft beverage businesses here.
You've got Snowy Peaks for a little wine, you've got your coffee fix at Kind Coffee, and then down here you've got Rock Cut Brewing Company.
Every tree is themed and filled with special ornaments.
So Diane, if I'm looking for, say, a collectible, what do you have?
So this is our winter forest tree. That's the name of the tree and the theme. And on it we have a Mark Roberts fairy. And he's a posable fairy. So you
Wait, so I could like move them all around?
Yes, he's fun to play.
You realize I just went 5 years old, right?
It doesn't matter what time of year, there's always Christmas magic happening in here.
Well, and you're sharing a little Christmas magic with the world.
Oh, I'm so happy to be able to do that. It's a blessing.
Well, that certainly got me in the holiday spirit, especially with the snow. Speaking of snow, maybe we should pair it with a little wine and head on over to Snowy Peaks Winery.
They're serving up award-winning handcrafted wines at Snowy Peaks Winery.
I would love to taste some wine. Let's try this Oh So White.
All right.
Oh, and I'm a big fan of Malbec, so I'll go there.
While chatting with Candace and enjoying my wine, I'm curious about their winemaking process.
Do you do all the pressing and everything right here?
We do. We don't crush here, but we do all of the pressing and fermenting and aging and everything here.
So you do the pressing, the bottling, labeling, all of it, and then of course you have the wine tasting room.
Right. All in one building.
So you do some that are on more of the western slope as far as the grapes, but then you also do some of the grapes that are on the eastern plains?
We do get some from Burlington, way out, almost on the Kansas border.
So now when I think Colorado wines, I don't necessarily think of eastern plains as where grapes would come from.
Oh, it's pretty amazing. They're just out in the middle of a cornfield. It's pretty cool. We have lots of unique varieties, so there's all kinds of fun and interesting things to try.
I need some eats to go along with my sips, and the Snowy Peaks pantry is filled with gourmet food.
We've got all kinds of foods, almost all of them sourced from small family businesses here in Colorado. Food and wine are really meant to be together, and we're happy to provide all of the pieces to put that together for a picnic in the park or back at the condo or whatever.
This I was blown away by, this cranberry Chardonnay mustard.
Isn't that delicious? It's a mother-daughter team down in Centennial.
For my picnic, I need some cheese, crackers, and a few other treats. But before I leave, I have to have a little friendly competition. If the weather keeps you indoors for a bit, it's a great excuse to pour another glass of wine and play some games.
Well, that was fun. I'll see you later. I've got a picnic packed. I'm gonna go stroll around town. Just as fast as it started snowing, the sun is now back out. It is beautiful in downtown Estes Park. A great time to do a little shopping, and then I'm gonna hit the trail.
I even found a great spot to sit in the sunshine and read the paper. This place is filled with hiking inspiration. Images of Rocky Mountain National Park is one of the art galleries in Estes Park. As I stroll through the gallery, I'm awestruck by the beauty of Colorado, captured by Eric Stensland in images like Morning Hope.
So Eric, I have to ask you about your love of nature photography.
My aim with the photography is to try and transport people so they can experience and feel the very same things that I do, that they could be in these remote areas and experience the wonder of this place.
So in your backyard, you have Rocky Mountain National Park.
I do.
You have to tell me about this beautiful scene.
This scene was way back in the wilderness. I was actually on a backpacking trip. So I sat down on this rock and I looked up and just gasped because it was this exact view sitting in front of me. The light wasn't right, so I had to come back a week later and scramble in and hide behind rocks for about 30 minutes until the wind died down and the light came out.
It sounds like that light is such a key part of it. Is there like you often hear like the golden hour, or is there a perfect time that is the primo time of day to get the gorgeous picture?
Well, it depends on what you're aiming for, but here in Rocky Mountain National Park, it's usually around sunrise. And those first few minutes after the sun rises, the colors start out deep red and then move to orange and then to yellow. And then within 10 to 15 minutes, it's gone back to gray.
Not only is Eric a photographer, he's also an author, and Whispers in the Wilderness is his newest book.
Nature invites us to slow down. It invites us to pay attention. As you watch the trees and the rocks and the animals, no one's in a hurry except for you. And so when you're out there, you begin to take on the time that nature operates at.
And you talk about that in your new book, Whispers.
I do.
When you're going into winter, that is that time to slow down and be at rest for a little bit.
That's the hope. We all have this longing for reconnection with the wilderness and with our own personal selves.
For a smaller budget, these books, or note cards, or even these really cool puzzles are a great way to take home a little bit of Estes Park. For bigger budgets, you can buy Eric's work as a print, plaque, or even on canvas. Now that I've been inspired by Eric's work, it's time for me to go out and be in nature. My first stop is Centennial Open Space at Knoll Willows for a picnic for one, and relish in the solo time surrounded by stunning scenery. I can't get enough of the beauty of Rocky Mountain National Park, so I'm heading back in for some hiking.
I love hitting the trail in Rocky Mountain National Park and around Estes Park. This one, Deer Mountain Trail, offers panoramic views. You do want to be on the lookout when you're hiking. You might get lucky and see deer, elk, or maybe even a fox or a moose.
There are over 300 miles of hiking trails in Rocky Mountain National Park, and even more in the national forests surrounding Estes Park. I'm all smiles enjoying the gorgeous views on this trail. And when I spot a deer frolicking along, I smile even bigger.
After an outdoor adventure, doesn't a massage sound fantastic? I know I could definitely go for a little TLC after my hike, so I'm gonna go for some pampering in Rivers Point Spa.
Ah, yes, it's spa time. After changing into a comfy robe and spa sandals, I take a few moments to relax in the infrared sauna and get a little chromotherapy to help my body reestablish its natural balance. Then, as I sip tea in the relaxation room, the cares of the world start melting away.
Welcome to Rivers Point Spa, Jennifer. We have you signed up for the 60-minute float and the Hiker's Delight Foot Rescue. If you're ready, we can start the float now.
Let's go.
This giant egg-shaped thing is about to send me into a deeper state of relaxation with a mega dose of health benefits.
So this is our float pod. It's 900 pounds of Epsom salt and 10 inches of water. Your central nervous system totally relaxes with being weightless and can really reset itself and do a lot of regeneration and healing.
I could have floated away for hours, but my exhausted feet need a rescue mission of their own.
So this is the Hiker's Delight Foot Rescue 45-minute treatment. We've already done the exfoliation, and now your feet are in the hydrating booties. We'll do a 15-minute scalp, neck, and face massage. And also, I just wanted to let you know the benefits of massage, which include stress relief, chronic pain relief, decreased anxiety, decreased insomnia, and it just feels good.
While I'm off in La La Land, other folks are enjoying treatments like body wraps, scrubs, and salon services.
Think of us for your weddings. We offer all salon services from nails and hair and makeup, making you and all members of your wedding party picture perfect.
I'll admit, I wasn't ready for the Hiker's Delight Foot Rescue Massage to end, but it's happy hour time and I'm in style with my new outfit from Liz and Joe's as I head into Rock Cut Brewing Company.
Hey Kirby, how are you?
Hey Jen, good, how are you?
I'm great. I've had such an amazing day.
Can't wait to hear about it.
You know what's gonna make it even better?
Beer?
A whole flight of it.
You got it. Well, I'd love to start you off with our featured flight. It's a great sampling of our different beers. So the first one I've got here is our Enos Pils. Really light, crisp, and refreshing. Perfect for after a good hike in the park.
And it has a special park connection.
It sure does. Yeah, I've named it after Enos Mills.
Grandfather of Rocky Mountain National Park.
Right. This now is our Tyndall Porter. We named this after the Tyndall Glacier in Rocky Mountain National Park. Nice and chocolatey, super smooth. Next, I'm going to pour you the Interference, which is our traditional West Coast IPA. This is named after a climbing route in Chaos Canyon. And the final one is the Galactic Portal. It's our New England IPA, our most popular beer here. Super hazy, delicious, really, really tasty.
Okay, Kirby, so what's this one?
So that one is the Altruism, and that beer actually is our nonprofit funding beer here in the tap room. So for every pint sold, we contribute $1 to a selected nonprofit for the quarter.
You have to love a beer that gives back.
That's right, you're drinking for a good cause.
That's right.
I started my day with a latte at Kind Coffee, and during happy hour at Rock Cut, I get to sample coffee-infused beer.
So what we've done is take our cold brew coffee from our friends over at Kind Coffee down the road, Amy and her team. We've infused it with the Tyndall Porter. It's a great breakfast beer if you need to come in before lunch one day.
Let's go from the bar into the brew house. I'm curious how the beer's made.
This is our small but mighty brewery. Everything that's on tap is brewed right in this little room.
This is where the magic is happening.
This is where the magic happens. We have a really expansive barrel program where we cellar a lot of our beers. We make barrel-aged stouts and other kinds of styles.
If you get hungry, more than likely there's a food truck serving up something delicious to pair with your beer.
And then we also welcome people to bring food in. So if you want to order a pizza, pick up Chinese or Thai.
And if you find yourself here on a Tuesday night, join in on the trivia game. The vibe in here is friendly and relaxed. It's a great place to experience some of Colorado's craft beer scene.
So Kirby, I have to ask you, how would you describe Estes Park in one word?
I think Estes Park is about adventure. And of course that incorporates the outdoor adventure component, but it's also the different kind of adventure you can have within the community. There are so many incredible people who live here, and no matter where you're going or what you're doing, there's an adventure to be had in Estes. And that spirit of adventure really lives on in our community, and it's just a great place to try something new.
So you've had an amazing time here.
It was wonderful, and I can't wait to come back again.
Well, cheers. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Estes Park. I have had an amazing time, just that perfect day in Estes Park. From spending time in Rocky Mountain National Park to a little retail therapy to even the spa time. Cheers to a perfect day. Describe Estes Park to me in one word.
Community,
Unique.
Magical.
Stunning.
Healing.
Serene.
Adventure.